y'all? Welcome back to Tony TV. It's time for the takeover. I know it's been a little minute since I dropped a video, but if you follow me, you just new, subscribe, whatever the case, welcome. Here we are, Tony Takeover, here in the flesh. Back, we got a new video for y'all today. We're gonna talk about a lot. This might be one of my most transparent videos ever. Things I go through, I try to share them to help the next person. So, let's get into it. So based on the title, you know, this is my 75 hard experience video, and also on Instagram, I let people ask me questions related to my experience, and I'm gonna answer those today throughout this video. But okay, so pretty much first, I'm gonna just talk about what the 75 hard is, why I chose to do it, and then we're gonna get into all the Q&A questions I got, because y'all send in a lot, so I fuck with y'all. 75 hard. I can't remember where it originated from. I think it came from a book, but like I was seeing the trend on Tik Tok, so I looked into it. And so for 75 hard, it's 75 days. You have to do 2 45-minute workouts, one inside, one outside. Drink a gallon of water a day, read 10 pages of a book a day, stick to a nutrition plan, and take a picture of yourself every morning. Me being me, you know, we had to make a few adjustments. That whole working out outside thing, that wasn't gonna work for me. When I first started this, it was winter. It was cold outside. So I just made mine just a whole 90 minutes. I would just go to the gym, knock out 90 minutes, at least 90 minutes a day. Now for me, the reason I chose to do it is because anybody knows me knows, like, I've been into fitness for a while. And, you know, I've been wanting to get in shape for years. You know, it's been a long process, a very long journey of me trying to get into shape. But my consistency was ass. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I would do good for a few months. I would see results, and then all of a sudden something would happen. I don't know what it was, and I would stop. My eating wasn't the best. I have like a love-and-hate relationship with food. I'll explain that later on in the video. I'll get into more details about that. But yeah, it was just really hard for me to stay like all the way focused, all the way in at all times within my fitness journey. So like as I've gotten older and like I've gotten more confident in my dreams and my goals that I want in life, it kind of helps me like stay focused on what I'm trying to do. So like I know I want to be within the entertainment industry and the fashion industry, and to be in those industries, looks matter. Like that's just what it is. We all know this. There's certain things I need to do to prepare myself for that. If that's my end goal, I need to get right. So I was like, okay, we need to start taking the gym more seriously, so we can get into shape, so that when we do reach these peaks and these goals that we're trying to make it to, we ready for them. Like, won't be no holdups, won't be nothing in the way. I've been a small guy pretty much all my life, but back when I was even smaller, I didn't realize how small I was, and in my mind, I thought I was big, thought I was fat constantly. And that comes from just like growing up, I would hear little things here and there. Why is he eating all of that? And I didn't realize how much that affected me until I got older. I would either binge eat or I wouldn't eat enough. And it was just a back and forth all the time. I chose to do 75 hard because I wanted something that was gonna hold me accountable. I work well when I have like a set goal in place, set tasks to do, a set deadline, all like a set timeline, all of that kind of stuff, instead of just, oh, okay, I'm gonna work out. Because if I'm just gonna work out, I'm gonna work out when I feel like it. When I don't, I won't. I just wanted to see if I went all in for 75 days, what could happen, how would I feel, and it was something I feel I could maintain going long term. And overall, I'm gonna say that I really did enjoy the experience. More of the backstory probably gonna come out as I answer some of these questions. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel. Make sure y'all do that, because don't watch this whole video and not subscribe. That wouldn't make sense. And also follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm dropping my handles at the bottom somewhere. Follow those. My TikTok been going up lately, so you know, fuck with your boy. Let's get into the questions. Everybody was asking me the same question over and over again, so we might as well knock this one out the park right now. Pretty much everybody was asking what was the hardest part of the 75 hard. And I'm not gonna hold y'all, the 75 hard is hard. Like, it's not named that for no reason. I think I'd say the hardest part was the working out, because I think it's the fact that like I legit had to do it every day, and some days I genuinely did not feel like going to the gym. Pretty much it was on some make it happen a lot of days. Like I didn't want to be there, just show up. No matter how good the workout is, no matter how bad it is, at least go so you can say you showed up and you completed your 90 minutes. If I at least still went and I got my workout in, I would at least feel accomplished for at least going. I at least still made it. I got myself up from whatever I was doing. I went there, I got a workout in, and I know that pushed me one step closer to my goal. Even like slow progress, it's still progress nonetheless. So being able to lock in for 75 days was hard. You know, we did it. A+ for us, we did it. Okay, let's see what else y'all asked. Somebody said, was it hard to eat healthy consistently? I'm gonna say yes and no for that. It was some things I couldn't eat while I was on the 75 hard. Have alcohol, couldn't have sweets, no junk food. It's harder when you can't have things rather than just not having them. Like say you just don't eat McDonald's for a while just because you don't. Okay, whatever. But like when you legit can't eat McDonald's, that's a lot harder, because it's like I want to, but I can't. And so like that right there was a challenge within itself, not being able to eat 10-piece wings when I wanted it, because I wanted it every week, and that was really hurting my heart. Or like I couldn't have ice cream. That one right there, man, ice cream was kicking my ass, because some days you just need a good bowl of ice cream, and by bowl I mean the whole pint all in one night. That's some days you just need that. Okay, the part that made it easier, the food that I wasn't supposed to have, I didn't have in my house. and I was doing meal prepping. I was cooking all my meals, so in that sense, it was easier. I wasn't going out places. I wasn't going to hang out with my friends, so I didn't really have to worry about any temptations to eat anything that I wasn't supposed to have. I made all my meals. I had a strict meal plan of what I was going to eat each week. It was very routine. And some people, when it comes to meal prepping, like, they don't like it because you gotta eat the same thing for X amount of days. It made my life easier to just cook on Sunday, notice what I'm eating for the week, and be set. You know, I don't mind a little leftover. I grew up on leftovers, so I grew up in the trenches. I just want no idea. I'm proud of myself because I've never gone that long without eating a French fry. Let's start there. I have never gone 75 days without eating a French fry or ice cream. I can barely make it 2 weeks without eating a French fry or ice cream. Now that I did it, I feel like mentally I could do it again, but I'm not going to. That was depressing. So like, you just gotta find a healthy balance, and I think that's one thing I did grasp within the 75 hard is like how to have the good and the not so good, but make it all good when you meet in the middle. I don't know if that made sense, but it made sense to me. So I don't care what y'all say. Okay, so next question somebody asked me was, what was my favorite part? Now this is actually gonna shock the world. It's gonna shake the table. My favorite part honestly was the reading, and I'm not gonna hold y'all. If you know me, you know I don't read nothing but a menu. Reading actually was good, guys. Like, I am an advocate. I'm not gonna say I'm an advocate for reading, but I'm not an avid reader. Let's just not confuse the two. Reading normally puts me to sleep. I feel like I was learning a lot while reading, and I'm like, wow, is this what books do to you? Like, they teach you things? I was like, that's crazy. I should have been doing this a long time ago. It was making my mind work in different ways, making me have tough conversations with myself, and it made me have conversations with my friends about things that I was learning as well, to like see like what their mindset was at, and how, you know, we all could grow together at the same time. When you do have to read the 10 pages a day, it's supposed to be from books that are like kind of like self-help books. In that sense, I learned that I could read books about stuff like that. Like, I can't read novels and shit like that. Why would I read a novel when I could watch the movie for it? On top of that, somebody asked me what books did I read. Okay, so I had to go get the books because honestly I can't remember the titles of them. I got all the books from Amazon, just putting that out there now. So if you want any of them, you got them from Amazon. So I read The Defining Decade, For the Love of Men, Battle Cry, and We're Gonna Need More Wine. I didn't finish We're Gonna Need More Wine yet. I'm still working on that one. We haven't picked back up a book since 75 days ended, but we're going to, guys. We are going to finish, I promise y'all, because I got another book on the way that's coming in May, so I gotta be finished with this one by the time that one comes. I don't know how often I'm going to read now. We're gonna try to read more than we ever read before, and we didn't read it all before, so reading anything now is progress. Piggyback off of that, somebody asked, what was the best book you read during the challenge? And I would honestly say that my very first book, The Defining Decade, was I would say it was the best one. That book is the reason I quit my previous job. Because that book had a section I talked about being underemployed, which basically it's like where you're working at jobs that can't really help you grow professionally or like get you to like the next step and elevate. Like, you're just working a job to work a job, but like there's no end goal. It's not gonna get you nowhere further. You're literally just there to be there at the moment. And like, you might be overqualified for that job, and yet you're still working it. So you're keeping yourself stagnant by staying in that position instead of finding a way to level up. And when I read that part, I was like, wow. But like, finally reading it and realizing that like that's a real thing made me be like, okay, we gotta make some changes in life. We can't keep moving like this. So I was like, yeah, it's time to go. We gotta get up, chucking up the deuces. Pretty much the book talks about like your 20-something years and like how to make the most of it. Cause a lot of us, like within our 20s, that's when like we doing our most developing and self-discovery and trying to figure out who we are and who we want to be. And it's a lot of roadblocks we face within that process. It talks about relationships, family, work. Big recommender. I loved it. It was great. Shout out to Angelica, because she the one that put me on to that book, because she read it before I did, and she told me to read it, and I said, okay, bet, I'm gonna read it. So next question. What was my favorite prepared meal to eat? Salmon and fried rice. That was great. I never made my own fried rice before, but I felt very accomplished when I did it. Like, I felt like they need to put me on the hibachi grill, because I really was in the kitchen chefing it up. I was stir frying. That was my goal in life, is to be a stir fryer, a hibachi chef. I just need to go do it for at least one day. And salmon is top tier. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Like, I'm a kid that grew up on tilapia, because that's all my mama cooked. Because, you know, if you black, you get it. Moms cooked tilapia back in the day. And if you say your mama didn't, you almost got some money. Grew up on tilapia. Stopped eating that when I got older, because I figured out that that wasn't real fish. Then I got put on salmon. I used to call it salmon for a while, but my friends kept telling me that was wrong. So I had to stop, because I didn't want to embarrass myself in front of people. Because y'all not going to play me in real life. And now salmon got black people in the chokehold. We gave up tilapia. We had to find something else. And now black people not going to give it up. Shout out to salmon. That right there, that's the fish of the sea. That's the fucking one. Next question, somebody asked, my favorite body part that I would work out. It was my chest. I loved working out my chest. I would work out my chest every day if I could, because in my mind, my dream body requires me to have a big chest. I just want to walk in the room and you see my chest before you see me. And we not dead just yet, but the shirt also oversized, so don't play me. Because I feel like every time you work out chest, you get a good pump in. So like, I was like, yeah, we're doing the damn thing. Keep it up. Keep doing great work. So I was able to push myself further each and every week and like see the goals and gains that I was making easier than in other body parts. Somebody said, would you do this again or continue to implement parts of the 75 within your everyday? I wouldn't do it again with the same exact rules. I didn't like the fact of working out every day. Your body literally needs to rest. I wasn't giving myself that resting period, that recovery period. Instead of working out every day of the week, I would work out 6 days of the week and have one rest day, or maybe I only did cardio or something like that. I was beating my body up trying to get that 90 minutes in. 90 minutes of cardio, I did that like twice. That shit was boring as hell, and I was like, never again. Treadmill for 90 minutes, jump rope for 90 minutes, Stairmaster for 90 minutes, it's not happening. So I was like, yeah, no. I'm gonna try the whole reading thing. Don't know how much, don't know how far we're gonna get, but we're gonna try. If I never told y'all nothing in life, I'm telling you right now, reading is good for you. So pick up a book and put down the phone. But I'm gonna put my phone up and pick up the book at the same time. But that's just me. Don't do what I do. Be better than me. I'm still trying to get as much water in as I can, because I still drink out of my same water jug. Like, it's right here, you know, and we done drank most of it for the day already. And I was pissing a lot every 15 minutes. Like, when I was working in office, I promise you I was getting up like every 30 minutes to go pee. And it started to get embarrassing, because it's like, why do you keep getting up to go pee? But then, like, my jug was sitting on my desk, so like, my nigga, you see this big ass jug, you know I'm going to the bathroom every 5 minutes. And then we're still working out, and we still eating pretty well. Like, now we just gonna have our cheat meal. You want it every now and then, just like, you know, just throw it in there real quick every now and then. Okay, so next question is, somebody said, how did you stay so consistent? Where did the drive come from? The drive and like what made me stay so consistent, honestly, it's me thinking of my younger self and like how much like I've wanted this for so long, and like I've wanted to like feel comfortable in my own skin and within my own body, and I hadn't. So like the drive for me to finally be like, okay, this is the time, you gonna do it. If there wasn't a good time before, it's a good time now, because like I'm just in a different space, and do it for little you, so little you can be proud of big you. Doing everything that my little self would have wanted to do but didn't have the confidence or didn't feel supported enough to do. Now I'm doing everything I can for us. Be better than the person I was yesterday. Whatever you did yesterday, how we gonna do better today? What's the new goal? Like, what are we gonna do to keep elevating one way or another? Because we don't want to stay in one spot ever. Like, that's not gonna work for us. Why are we not progressing? Why are we not moving forward? Like, there's no reason to be stuck. Some way or another, we need to keep pushing. Do what I said I was going to do for myself. So make it happen for you without the excuse that you give any other time. Within these 75 days, I put everybody else second and put myself first for once. And I've never felt happier. Knowing that like I can actually learn to say no was a big thing. So like, if you don't put yourself first, try it out. You'll thank yourself for it later, I promise you. Okay, somebody said, did you have a daily layout of how you'd achieve this goal? What did that look like? Okay, so for me, I'm like a type A kind of person, so like I'm very structured and I plan things out. If I don't, I get really stressed and my anxiety like goes through the roof. Every morning I'd get up before I went to work, took my pictures. I knew that I would drink my water throughout the day and I would have to get it all in before I went to sleep, obviously. Every breakfast, I had a protein shake. For lunch, I had my meal prep. But then I used to have breakfast a lot of times, so kind of weird. I know breakfast food has a lot of protein, so like I would eat eggs and sausage. That would help me try to reach my protein goal. Mondays is back and by. Tuesday, chest and tri. Wednesday was legs. Thursday, kind of like upper body overall, but like a shoulder focus. Fridays was back and chest. Saturdays was legs again. And then Sunday, bi and tri. But then when we transitioned to like the second month, we made 3 leg days instead. So we would do all legs one day, hamstrings only one day, quads only another day. I would work out right as soon as I got off. I would go straight to the gym, because I knew if I came home and I laid down, it was gonna be grit, so we weren't gonna go. And on the weekends, I would make the gym like the very first thing I did every morning. I would always plan out my workouts the day before or literally while I'm at work. I felt like the fact that I was keeping things so routine, it made it easier to where things started to feel like a habit. Like after the first month, things started to feel more habitual because I had already done it for at least a month. Like it became, this is just what we do. Next question is, was it challenging to document every step of the way, or did it actually help keep yourself accountable? So that one is a bit of both. I'd say it was challenging in the sense of always having to like be recording stuff all the time. Like I had so many videos and pictures in my phone, it was crazy. My memory was full. Workouts was really hard to record when I would go to like my main gym, which was Crunch, because like it was so many people around, and at the beginning I wasn't as secure in like recording myself. Like, I didn't really want people to see me record myself. Like I don't know, it was weird, and it feels dumb now. I would only have my phone. I wouldn't have a tripod or anybody else with me when I worked out, so I could only get so many angles of me recording. So like a lot of my videos, it's like the same clips over and over every week, because I can only record so much. And I'm like, oh, that clip don't look good, now I gotta redo it. Now I'm doing extra set stuff I wasn't supposed to be doing because I didn't get a clip that I like. On the other side of it, recording stuff did help hold me accountable, because I was posting weekly TikToks of a recap of how each week went. That goes back to like the reason I wanted to do the 75 hard in general and like document it for everyone. You don't see many guys my size like within their fitness journey as it's happening. Like you see guys once they get bigger, once they're already swole and shit like that, now you see them, now they're gonna post a picture of them 10 years ago when they were my size and show you how they look now. But like within that 10-year gap, we didn't see how you get there. We just see you looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger now, and it's just like, what the hell? So like there's a lot of guys that are my size, which like it's kind of called like skinny fat or whatever. So it's pretty much where you're skinny but you don't have much muscle mass on you, so it's pretty much, it's just fat. You don't see much of us. on TikTok, Instagram, any social media platform. I want to show mine for the next guy that's also just as small as me, where he can see that, like, if you push yourself, you do what you got to do, you can get it done. I'm not done showing the journey. Like, I probably won't show it as often now, but I still want to, like, show that process as it's happening for people to be able to see it and, like, hopefully feel inspired in some way, shape, or form. Because a lot of people's hitting me up about a bunch of different things because I was, like, showing these recaps. And I was very transparent in them. Like, if I was having a bad week, you knew I was having a bad week because I told you. Like, I didn't make the process seem like it was fun each and every week and every day I was having the time of my life. That aspect of just being transparent, putting myself out there for others to see, that wasn't challenging. Like, I love doing that overall. Next question is, was there a point where you wanted to quit? What made you keep going? It was around a little, like, I'm gonna say like the 3/4 point, I'd say I wanted to quit because it was a lot. My body felt drained. I felt drained. And also the fact that I got that far, I didn't want to stop. I was documenting it for people. Like, that was another reason that, like, I can't stop this because I've shown myself get this far. And I want to be a failure now, so I'm like, we got to finish this out. Where I know I want to get to kept pushing me to just tunnel vision. Just get there. Put in all the work now so you can reap all the benefits of it later. Because nothing in life comes easy. And I believe that I can get there. Like, nothing that I want, I feel is too far-fetched or, like, unrealistic for me to reach. A lot of people are watching me. A lot of people are counting on me. A lot of people are rooting for me more than I ever thought and want to see me win. So I'm like, well, if they want to see me win, then I'm going to win. Because, like, all I do is win, like DJ Kelly said. Okay, yeah, I think that was answers to all the questions. But I appreciate anyone that watched the whole thing because shout out to y'all. Big ups to y'all. Day one, I don't remember my exact weight. It was 150 something. And I don't know my weight now because, like, halfway through the 75 part, I stopped weighing myself because it was fucking up my mental health. When I started eating more, my body fat kept going up instead of down, and it became hard to see my abs. In order to have abs, you have to have a lower body fat. Like, I'm doing all this work, but my body fat's going up. But that's because I was eating more to, like, you know, help me build muscle. It was a real back and forth thing, and, like, that was part of the process of when I was working on my workout journey last year. I was weighing myself pretty often, and I would see my body fat decrease. Got really accustomed to my body fat decreasing and liking it so much that I started eating less and less often. I love to eat, but the scale kind of determines how much I was eating at certain parts. I realized how small I was getting and how kind of, some days I would look kind of sickly and a little malnourished. And for me to work through that, it was just stop stepping on the scale. Like, don't put yourself in a position to see something that's going to make you mad or sad or something like that, or like feel disappointed. So that was kind of how I dealt with that situation. If y'all have any questions about anything further, drop them in the comments and I'll reply in there. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I appreciate y'all for, you know, rocking with me this long. We over a year in this thing, still working, still trying to pursue our dreams, doing the best that we can each and every day. And every day that looks different. Your best yesterday may not be your best today. Progress can be slow and suddenly at the same time. So keep working towards whatever goals you may have in life, and you will get there as long as you put in the work and you show up for yourself each and every day. Like, don't give up on yourself. Believe in yourself, and whatever dreams you want to make happen for you, make happen for you, not for anybody else. Make sure it's what you want to do with your life. So yeah, I hope this video was interesting and y'all enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it because I like to talk these days. I think I spend so much time alone. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate the new subscribers I've gotten recently. Make sure y'all follow me on my social medias to keep in touch with me on a regular basis. Tony Takeover signing out.